Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Neon. I am not here with Geeky Sparkle, so let's talk about Space Daddy. Space Daddy, Elon Musk, supposedly buying Twitter. And Twitter is losing its collective poop again. They thought that they were safe from Elon Musk, and they're not. Yeah, he's actually going to go through with it, or he intends to go through with it. Rather, CNN is pointing out that, there's still a couple of hurdles they have to go through yet. Of course they do. But for the most part, he intends to honor his initial offer, which was $44 billion for a company full of bots, sock puppet accounts, and some of the worst human beings that humanity has ever produced, all in one place. And Elon Musk wants to pay $44 billion for that. But apparently his plan is to take Twitter and gut it and turn it into something else. And a big part of that is going to be gutting his staff, gutting Twitter HQ. He might wind up turning that building into the world's largest homeless shelter after all, right? So let's talk about this. Let's talk about Twitter employees freaking out. They can always go work for Facebook. Oh, wait, no, you can't go work for Facebook either because they're laying people off too. Before we get into it any further, please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. Over 276,000 subs. Thank you so much for the support. We do talk about pop culture. We talk about Twitter because Twitter has an inordinate amount of sway over pop culture, politics, and clear thought, I guess. I don't know. Twitter is a crazy, crazy place. It never used to be this bad. It really wasn't. Back when it first started, it was a pretty decent platform. In fact, it's got what I guess you would call good bones. You ever see that show, that house flipping show? Geeky watches it. And basically they go in and they find a dump, but as long as as long as it's structurally sound, they can gut it and turn it into something magnificent. And that's, I think, what Elon Musk is going to do to Twitter. Basically, it was cheaper. As much as he's paying for it, it was still cheaper to buy something like Twitter and use it to jumpstart his own ideas for social media companies. He's got something called X that he's talking about. So we'll talk about that. But first, we're going to talk about Twitter employees freaking the hell out. Freaking out. So this is coming from Insider. Twitter employees are venting on social media and in private forums about Elon Musk's agreement to buy Twitter. They thought they were safe. They thought that the threat was gone and he's back, guys. He's back. Some Twitter employees aren't happy that Elon Musk returned to his deal to buy the company. Several have expressed their frustration on social media and in private forums. One employee likened Musk's U-turn to the plot of Succession. Don't worry, you won't have to put up with him much longer, because I don't think a lot of you are going to be there much longer. The billionaire wrote a letter to Twitter saying he would agree to buy it at the price originally agreed upon, as long as the court wrangling immediately ended. Since then, staffers have been using social media networks and private forums to vent their frustration and concern about the proposed deal. Living the plot of Succession is fucking exhausting, tweeted Raman Chowdhury, the director of Twitter's ML Ethics, Transparency, and Accountability team. What the hell? Is that a real job? She added that the company did not address the developments when they first emerged. I'm sitting on 2023 company-wide strategy readouts, and I guess we're going to collectively ignore what's going on. Yep. Another Twitter employee, senior financial analyst Parker Lyons, tweeted a meme complaining that the company's 2023 plans were now worthless. Shit happens, Parker. Shit happens. Lyons also posted a series of memes lamenting the Tesla CEO's return to the deal, including a joke about Meta recruiters welcoming Twitter employees and an image of a young girl crying. Me writing emails today. Let's go out to the less polite New York Post. It actually has some of these tweets. Managers talking to their directs in one-on-ones today. Do you understand that mean rich man has a lot of money and he wants this company to make money? I know it hurts. I know it hurts you. You thought this was a safe space, and it isn't. Twitter job security. vanishing. I encourage every Twitter employee to go outside and take a walk. And the dystopian hellscape that is 2022. Yeah, Twitter helped create this, by the way. I think Twitter helped create the dystopian hellscape of 2022. On Blind, an anonymous forum used by employees of different companies, Twitter employees lashed out at the news, according to CNN Business. Cue the layoffs, one anonymous staffer wrote. Yeah, you guys honestly thought you're going to keep your jobs? Even if Elon Musk didn't buy Twitter, you honestly thought you were going to be able to park it there forever? This company's bleeding out. In Twitter's internal Slack messaging system, they have to use Slack. This is Twitter, and they have to use Slack. Employees questioned what would happen if Twitter's board didn't accept Musk's offer. Some worried Twitter's stock would plummet. One staffer said the company would not have to be owned by a moron in a channel with nearly 2,000 members, according to the paper. Musk himself tweeted about his forthcoming purchase and alluded to creating a future app, buying Twitter as an accelerant to creating X, the everything app. So let's talk about that. I don't know what he's actually going to call, but it sounds to me like one way or another, Elon Musk was bound determined to create his own social media app, and buying Twitter was a shortcut to that because Twitter has a lot of influence, right? In fact, here's Blue Check Ben Collins. Blue Check Ben Collins. For those of you asking, yes, I do think this site can and will change pretty dramatically if Elon Musk has full control over it. No, there is no immediate replacement. There isn't. They don't have a plan B. If it gets done early enough based on the people he's aligned with, yes, it could actually affect the midterms. That's how important Twitter is. But yeah, he's definitely talking about something called X. He said buying Twitter is an accelerant to creating X, the everything app. I think it would have been easier to just start X from scratch, though. Twitter probably accelerates X 3 to 5 years, by 3 to 5 years. I could be wrong. So yeah, I mean, this is what smart people do. This is what Disney, for better or for worse, Disney was correct, I think, in buying established brands, buying companies. They mismanaged them horribly, but it was a shortcut to become the undisputed box office champion for a while. And in this case, if you're going to create a social media network, everybody's tried to create competitors to Twitter and Facebook, and it hasn't worked. I mean, you don't need 50,000 apps that do the same thing. So he's probably looking at the situation with Facebook right now. He's like, well, Facebook is kind of down. People want a more balanced social media platform, and I can buy Twitter, and we can just add on to Twitter and make it profitable. So yeah, Musk hasn't elaborated on what X is. Bloomberg noted he has praised the Tencent-owned social media app WeChat, which allows users to access services ranging from payments to food delivery to ordering cars. So he might be looking at something like that. Basically, what Facebook is trying to do, but something that actually works, because Facebook just like Frankenstein's a whole bunch of crap to its platform. Conversely, WeChat is widely viewed as a government surveillance tool in China. It is also subject to heavy censorship, even as Musk has touted his plans to remake Twitter as a beacon of free speech. Yeah, they have to get that in there. Like, Musk owning Twitter is like China. It's like China owning Twitter. You know, we don't want that. We don't want the midterms to be affected because Twitter got sold to the mean rich man. CNN points out it's not done yet. They have to do some paperwork, but I think it's pretty much a done deal. Twitter must also think about how to avoid getting stuck in a situation where the billionaire pulls more shenanigans and drags the process out longer. I think he wants to close it. I think he was trying to get cheaper. I think this whole thing was about trying to get it cheaper, but he wants to do it. And I think he's looking at all these other social media companies failing, floundering. Facebook is weak. And he's like, damn, I could get in there right now with Twitter, build off of that, build my whatever X thing out of the bones of Twitter, and beat him to the punch. And I think that's probably what he's looking at doing at this point. That, and he couldn't get out of the deal anyway, right? But he clearly has some plans. Whatever his plans are, the Twitter today is not going to be the Twitter of a year from now, 2 years from now. In fact, I think this is basically the death knell of Twitter as we know it. And I think that's fantastic. I think it's absolutely fantastic. This platform, as it is right now, needs seriously reformed or burnt down. Anyway, gonna wrap this up. Please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. We'll talk later.